Here come the Cowboys. Surprised to learn that they have won only 4 games here at Suncorp over the course of the last decade. They finished 3rd last year, and remarkably, after the win by the West Tigers over the Dragons earlier, a loss by 2 points or more for the Cowboys would see them in last position. Remarkable. Everyone was predicting they'd be on the up and up after a great season last year. Things have staggered recently. Now, of their 5 players out, Andrew Johns, 3 are key forwards, Taumalolo, Nane and Neen, but this young man has enormous talent. Helam Lukey in the back row.
Well, he exploded last year, and until he done in his ACL, I thought he was heading for representative honours. You can see that rain still coming down. He's a hell of a player, Helam Lukey. Good footwork for a big man as the Chooks come out.
The Roosters will climb to 3rd with a victory today. They have won their past 5 games against the Cowboys, including a couple of comfortable wins last year. Margins of 14 and 24 points, and Nat Butcher has been toiling away in the back row. He was being talked about as a kangaroo tourist for the World Cup last year. I wonder if Brad's thought about him with Origin on the horizon. The Roosters have won all 3 Magic Round games since 2019, including against the Cowboys once in 2021. And Billy Smith returned to the NRL this afternoon, had a couple of games at New South Wales Cup level, and he comes back from the latest serious injury. We wish him well. He's had a wretched time battling severe injuries throughout his career, which started in 2019. I think he's only played 12 games or so since then. So much for the rain clearing. It's pouring at Suncorp. The Roosters through Collins get Sunday footy underway here.
Hold here, go one. Back down to Helam.
You can see it sheeting down.
Release now. Mark straight.
It's Corey Allen playing it near the 20-metre line. Ball sent to Matt Lodge. JWH back to the bench this afternoon. And he'll play it just short of his own 30-metre line. It comes to Butcher. There's good physical defence by the Cowboys. Dearden up there, and Cohen Hess as well. And now the skipper, James Tedesco. We'll go to Luke Keary. Again wearing the 7 this afternoon. And Scott Drinkwater, a key attacking focal point for North Queensland. 5 try assists this year. He's played in a couple of Magic Round games before this afternoon and has scored 3 tries. And now Felt, he slipped over as he arrived at the defence. Look at the traffic over this Suncorp surface throughout Magic Round. It'll be interesting to see what damage this rain does to it. There's Lukey.
Egan move! Matt got away!
Tackled strongly by Egan Butcher. Robson, and through their hands, Dearden out. Taken well by Keary. Comes back to Chad Townsend, was under an injury cloud leading into this, but he makes it to the start line. And the kick taken well by Polar. Where's the defence? There was no Cowboys in front of him. Polar gets to the 40 and up to the halfway. He's got Drinkwater in front of him. He palms him off. Holmes comes to make a tackle and he drags him over.
Oh, it was really poor defence. It was a great kick. Murray Tuolangi went down in the kick chase and just got it all wrong. You see the kick here. Murray Tuolangi gets down. He should be on the outside hunting Paulo back in. He gets himself in an awful position and Paulo gets out with him. You can see that surface. His wheels are spinning. And Valentine Holmes comes across in cover. That's a great tackle. You can see, look at the water on the surface.
Brad Fittler's bailed out of sideline duties this afternoon. He's up here next to us in the dry of the commentary box.
Well, after I left the Roosters fans, I ran over and I got a couple of drops in my head. By the time I got up here, it was torrential. My God, what happened?
This is tropical weather. I've ever seen it. Cotter. Ball played to Robson. Goes to Cohen Hess now. Cowboys go over the halfway. This water is pooling up on the ground, isn't it? You can see Suncorp covered in rain. Townsend with a testing kick here for Polo. He takes that very well. He's had a good start to the year as a Rooster. Jackson Polo.
That was a play-for kick in an attacking situation. Cowboys, they've showed their hand. You're going to play field position to back their defence.
Well, Jonathan Thurston, you're doing the sideline duties this afternoon. Stay, try to avoid some kind of electrical incident down there.
Yes, heavy showers down here. There was a little bit of hail earlier as well. So as you can see on your screen, 26 degrees and a bit of a breeze slightly favouring the Roosters. So, but hopefully the crowd sticks around and we see some really good footy.
Tough it out, JT. Good to have you with us. Let's hope your Cowboys can show some kind of a resurgence.
Yeah, both teams are going to have to tough it out today. You can see they've got experienced halves who will keep them in the game and keep the ball down the other end. I think discipline's going to play a huge part in today's game.
Here's Hiku now. Just one win in their last 5 outings, the Cowboys. 3 of those 4 defeats provide fairly narrow margins, but they really bottomed out last week in that thrashing at the hands of Cronulla. Is there a bounce back factor today on a much bigger stage here? Dearden slides across the ground after he was tackled by Manu. Now Townsend again there. Hess is charging after this to put pressure on Tedesco. He couldn't get past Lindsay Collins though. James Tedesco felled inside his own. Now Joseph Swali'i. 3 tries in 2 previous appearances here at Suncorp for the young centre. Now Brandon Smith.
That was a run. It was Billy Smith.
He's a strapping centre, isn't he? Taulagi goes to Drinkwater now. Now Butcher down there. Wraps him up on the 30-metre line. Ball played to Dearden. Taulagi once again. Open Kyle felt he scored his 4 season tries in the last 4 games. And now Robson with an excellent dash from dummy half and a quick play of the ball on the back of it. Dearden into acting half. And McLean goes over the 30. Last tackle. And it's Drinkwater off the left. Holder again the target for the high kick. Taulagi tries to get through. He's knocked this forward a fancy. It's picked up by Dearden who scored. Ashley Klein is referring straight to the bunker, however.
Okay, we're on the 6th tackle here, Joey. I have no try. Confirm that it is a Cowboys hand that knocks the ball forward.
Let's go.
Well, on the challenge, Ashley Klein, he's in position. He puts
Chase from the Cowboys on the left-hand side. He's onside.
He puts the whistle to his mouth. I think he sees it. He's just double-checking. Yeah, hits the hand and go forward.
There's a knock-on from the Cowboys. We have a decision.
Well, the opening 6.5 minutes, the game's just been played between the 30s. It's been all kick reception footy.
First feet on the line.
Looking for 3 wins on the trot here. The Roosters held the Warriors scoreless last week in conditions not too dissimilar to what we've seen here so far. First time they've held a team scoreless in 2 years. Oh, big shot. Butcher on the receiving end. Egan Butcher. But he stood up to it. Now Tedesco. Wrapped up by Cotter up the top.
I feel like Teddy might get up about 25 runs tonight, today. This looks like he's going to put on his front rower suit.
Manu sells a dummy. Ball picked up on the bump there by Polo. Dragged down by Taulagi and Cotter. Nothing elaborate in the early exchanges. Drinkwater with a good return here. Fires a pass away to Hiku. And he's tackled by Billy Smith. Now Townsend trying to exploit some offside defenders. Good run. It's the Cowboys up to and now over the halfway. This is Holmes. A much more positive start from North Queensland than we've seen in the last few weeks now. Dearden's tackled, and he'll play it here on play 5. Brandon Smith, I think, might have been called offside. Cohen Hess has to kick it.
Not bad, Cohen.
Yeah.
Chased his kick.
I'm wondering, gentlemen, if there's an obvious factor in the Cowboys' slow start to this year compared with last season. I think you can see from their performances that reflects their poor results so far.
Well, his theory's going around everywhere. For me, they've had some injuries and suspensions. Last year, they only used 25 players. So they're struggling for combinations. It's hard to win without your best players. This is the first attacking kick the Roosters have been down anywhere near the Cowboys area.
Here's a chase by Allen, racing after Kyle Felt. Gets up off the ground, tries to go again. Billy Smith's going to try to drag him out by the jumper, and it was a penalty. The tackle was completed.
Oh, Felt. He's too good. Very cunning. Sorry, Joe.
Just on Billy Smith there, coming back from multiple shoulder reconstruction knees. I know he's changed a lot in his lifestyle. He's given up alcohol, hasn't had a drink for about 12 months. Totally changed his diet. He's doing a lot of that intermittent fasting during the off-season. Said his body's felt as good as it ever has. So fingers crossed. He can put some games together. He's had a horrendous run with injury.
He's having a look at some of the crowd here, Andrew. He's one of the only people who've given up drinking. I can tell you, there's a few of the punters here on day 3 of 3. It's a marathon magic round.
Let him up, Lindsay! Egan, Brandon!
6 again. It's a good start by North Queensland. They're not overawed. McLean, Townsend, plays short to Lukey. The tackle by Lodge along with Radley and Keary. They tried to get Lukey on Keary there. A much bigger man, of course. Pull out the back now. Home doubles. Can't get it back.
Play on!
What are you seeing,
It's a double
Freddie?
knock-on.
What are you seeing out here?
It hit your hand, so we're going to play the double
Well, I think
knock-on.
both teams are just happy to get the ball down the
Scrum.
other end.
Where do you want it?
I'm going to talk about discipline.
Scrum in
Billy
the middle,
Smith
shot
dragging
clock on.
Kyle Feld over, which led to a 6 again. This is the first most really dangerous position either side's been in. There's not much you can do out there. Like, obviously, it is so wet. It has gotten so wet so quick. There's a lot of water on top of the ground. He's going to have to bite the bullet here, and this is where experience. You've got to enjoy the mud, enjoy the challenge, the contest, getting the ball down the other end, getting your jersey dirty. Remember the bloke that walked off with a clean jersey on a day like this? It's a sin.
Release Ruben!
Egan Butcher dummied and then takes the hit himself. Here's Tedesco again.
He's an extra forward, isn't he? Valuable in these conditions.
Now Keary swinging back to this right-hand side. Might have seen something. It's a kick by Manu in behind them. Talangi hadn't dropped back. Manu's after it. Drinkwater getting across. That's a great play by Manu. Great execution.
Well, that's the game. The game in these conditions is what's my next kick. If you can get some ball into space and build some pressure, it doesn't matter how you get your tries. But this is the game in the wet. Kick early, chase hard, win the battle of field position, and just try to jag some tries.
Stay behind.
It's a very short kick. It's been knocked back. The Cowboys have got it back from a short dropout.
Of the front rower, Cohen Hess.
Egan!
That's some athleticism, isn't it?
Well, determination. He sprinted after it and leapt into the air.
Okay, move now! And again, just here, Egan. Okay, turn that line.
There's really a forward leader out there for them.
Bullies, Egan!
Cohen
Good
Hess,
work.
Queensland Origin rep, with a lot of the big guns in the middle sideline. Huge job for a huge man today as Holmes has tackled 5 short of the halfway line. Oh, big tackle. Big shot.
Well, he's in a bit of trouble here, Egan Butcher.
Here's Robson. Oh, it's the last. And that was off a boot, so they pick it up and go again, and he's kicked it straight
Not
into a
played out.
Rooster
It's a
and
handover,
bounced
got
over the
into touch. We're
sideline.
going to play the ball.
Yeah, Egan Butcher
Play the
went
ball
for
in
a
the middle.
tackle. And he copped the forearm, all accidental. Once again, we talk about the changing. Well, it's a head clash. Just
assessment. It's going to be a
the
play the ball in the
changes
middle.
in the tackling
Play the ball in the
techniques
middle,
over the
Victor.
years. Normally in that position,
Yep.
you'd be crouched, chin on your chest, driving low and hard. Players going in, standing up tall,
Thanks,
leading with their
Get looking
chin,
for some
if
attack.
anything.
Yeah, that was poor, especially when the conditions are like this and nearly impossible to have any footwork. He should have been getting set with his shoulder. Sometimes in the dry, these players have that much,
Just wait, Victor. I'll tell you
such
when.
great footwork. It's hard to get set early in a tackle.
Okay, let's go, Victor. Brandon.
That was pretty poor technique by Egan.
Jack, move!
Ran hard towards Hilamuki. Chris Crichton's gone on to replace Egan Butcher while he undergoes assessment. Ball sent left. Keary to Crichton now.
Jack, release it. 6 again.
They win a 6 again now. So in good field position. The Roosters look to launch an attack. It's Manu with a step off the right foot inside Gajeski.
Move it, Sam.
Now Collins playing 58 minutes a game on average this year, almost 130 metres and over 30 tackles per game. Manu. Nice ball to Tedesco. Oh, back on the inside, Swally. He's left it behind. Dived upon by North Queensland. Cohen Hess doing the clean-up work.
Well, in these conditions, very hard to play around a team. They'll be playing at a dummy half. A dummy half out, change the direction. Hard to catch and pass and move the ball laterally quickly. There's a battle taking place. Helen Lukey. That's the 3rd time. He's got one-on-one with Luke Keary. At the moment, Keary's got him down. Just watch that battle.
These ground's really starting to chop up after that deluge, isn't it? The test for Corey Allen. Takes the kick safely under pressure from Felt and Dearden. So no score after 15 minutes and a big tackle again. Robson on Smith. And Polo now. Out to the 20, they're muscling up in North Queensland. They're conceding on average 23.7 points per game in 2023. They averaged 16 points per game last year. It was the 2nd best defence in the comp behind the Panthers. So that's one area that has fallen off the cliff. Ball from Lodge to Radley. It looked marginally forward, actually, but it's been more to knock on.
It touched the player. My ruling is it
Well,
touched
the
the
pass
defender
was
as he's
forward
making the tackle.
anyway.
But in my I've ruled it's
Really
touched it.
tough ball to take in these
Call it after
conditions.
touch.
She did well, Radley. The pass was forward. Advantage Cowboys. Let's see what they can do in this attacking situation.
Lock him in, Jones. Rangers. Wait. Lock him in tight, heel him, Jack. Come in straight, just hold there, Brandon.
And we were talking about before, Joey, just an early kick. A bit of speed on the edge. Val Holmes particularly. Dearden's kick for Dearden, kick for Holmes.
Steered now. Waiting at Jeski. Matt Butcher gets across and wraps him up. Can the Cowboys land a punch here? They've defended stoutly. Hess, what a start from Cohen Hess. Great ball to Robson, always dangerous. 9 short. Dearden waiting at acting half. McLean to Townsend to Drinkwater. Spiral pass to Phelps. Well defended. Drinkwater now. They go back to almost where it all started, and Lukey's dragged down in a good tackle. Last play, Townsend waiting for it. Might be a kick up across them here. It is. It's a long one. He's getting Taulagi on a running lead. They go up. It's been knocked on by the Roosters, has it? Or knocked back by the Cowboys?
Back into the in-goal area when he got the ball. Goal line dropout.
Goal line dropout coming.
Yeah, well-placed kick. Yeah, Jackson Paulo coming forward. Taulagi does his job and just gets in the road, becomes a nuisance. Lindsay Cole supporting on the inside. He would have liked that being at the other end. Not to be.
The Roosters go long from the restart. Drinkwater came steaming onto that. Dearden finds Val Holmes. Holmes against the defender. He dodged him there. That's Suali'i, who's on the right-hand side this afternoon, so they're in direct competition, those two. And Cotter with good footwork. The Cowboys 11 metres out. Townsend, now Dearden with a dummy and run. Good tackle. Crichton got across. Gee, they look a lot better today, North Queensland. A lot more confident in their work, with and without the ball. Drinkwater tries to feed it through the line. 6 more. Hiku gets it. Can't get the ball to the line. He was tackled desperately. Gee, they'll do well to hang on here, the Roosters.
Potter was on his inside. That was under the post.
It's an avalanche of attack. Almost 3 sets in succession. In fact, it is. Flat pass to Hess. Ball away. Try to Cotter. Next to the post.
Well, he supported Peter Hiku up the inside when the grubber was put through. They couldn't find him. But this time, Cohen Hess has been doing all the damage today. Swivels in the tackle. And on the Isuzu D-Max replay, Cotter finds the try line.
Great play there from Cohen Hess. Well, he got the ball in the line. He got the ball right in the line. As he catches it, turns his body and gets his hip into Matt Lodge, gets the ball away from the defensive line. Watch his work here. Hit, throws his hip in, gets the ball away from the defence. Nice short pass to Reuben Cotter.
He actually slipped Reuben Cotter, but got up and kept doing his job.
Great start for North Queensland, 6-0.
Stay behind. Come on, just kick the balls on.
After a most disheartening performance last week, they had a thrashing against Cronulla, the Cowboys.
Stay behind.
looked a completely different outfit after 21 minutes here, 6-0. Magic round from the Cauldron, Suncorp, which has been bathed in sunshine the whole weekend.
Stay behind!
Until about 5 minutes before kick-off here. Back comes McLean now.
Back move! Stay straight!
Jeski
There you go, Joey! Stay straight, Matt.
taken by Manu and Nat Butcher. Sent right now. And our try scorer, Ruben Cotter,
Straight, Brandon!
plays it on his own 30-metre line. How good's Cohen Hess been in the early stages here?
He's been the best.
Another offload. He found McLean.
Ready to go, guys! Lindsay, Victor!
And Drinkwater after 4 tackles. Kicks for a corner. It'll roll to the end goal. Oh, Polo picked that up very nicely. He knew he was under pressure from the oncoming chase and did, and traps him in his own 10. Big shot by Hess.
Come and move! Stay straight, heel and wait! Wait!
Swaley playing the ball. This is Allen now in from the left wing.
Come on, let go! Jack Reese! Okay, 3.
Now Smith. Great run.
Let it go, Jack! Wait where you are, you're
He's on the sideline.
Oh, give him an umbrella.
Not normally. Never seen him on the sideline.
Mark straight! Hold there, Matt! And yes, Billy! Keep tight, Billy! And yes!
So Scott Drinkwater.
Stand! Go!
Away to Kyle Felt now. There's not too many bells and whistles about this game, is there? The conditions don't lend themselves to enterprising attack, but the Cowboys have done well. They've simplified their game, and they have an early lead here. Robson, geez, a dangerous runner. This is Jermaine Sinor-Brown. There's a clean jersey. Won't be now.
Out of the way,
When he gets up and plays it. Jeski and Holmes, and a kickback on the inside, did, and chasing after it, but as ever, James Tedesco perfectly positioned.
I'm Jack now!
It's good work by the back row at Kajetski. He thought about kicking, looked outside, saw Val Holmes. He didn't do anything, Val Holmes. He thought, might just flick it onto him and give him the responsibility. Haven't put a foot wrong, the Cowboys, at the moment.
Mark straight!
Oh, Lodge. He bounced off a big shot, and he was able to offload Crichton.
He's a bit mad, Robson, isn't he?
He's in everything.
Back in, Reese! Reese! Oh, yeah. Go!
Nicely read by Kajeski. Inside pass from Keary to Radley. And now Keary sends it in the air. Drinkwater takes it safely. And he's dumped into the ground for his trouble. Collins and Butcher down there. Maria Hargreaves getting ready to come into the game.
Stand now, not next to me. Just gotta hold it. Right here.
And Hiku.
Hey! Release Billy!
Ball's come out. Penalty.
No, you've taken the ground.
Well, that's
After
only
the held
second
call.
penalty of the game.
Got a release. Ruck interference.
Both
Yeah,
of the
Mark's there.
Cowboys coming out of trouble. Jake Granville's come on, Cohen Hess.
Let's go, 10. Let's go, Angus. Angus.
Have a well-earned rest.
Move now. Okay, big done that.
Ruben Cotter.
Brandon, move. Joey, leave me. Wait, Matt.
Granville will be playing in the lock forward role. Tackled strongly by Radley there on the Roosters' 20-metre line. The Cowboys hunting for a second here. Drinkwater Nearly into space, rolled out of another attempted tackle. He's pulled down 5 out from the Roosters line. Oh.
That was comical.
It was so promising.
Here it is. Gets out a dummy half and zip.
Too slow.
Well, they need this, the Roosters. Get their breath back. Jared Warrior-Hargreaves onto the field.
And Tupanua as well, Joey. Lodge and Lindsay Collins
Let's go, 10.
have come from the field.
Jermaine. Hold with me, both feet.
Straight into the game now, JWH. Emerson, breaking news.
Yeah, tough news for the Roosters. Egan Butcher has failed his HIA after that head clash earlier on.
Emma, stay dry. Here's Tupanua. One of 2 try scorers for the Roosters last week. They were both forwards. He and Nat Butcher. Now Billy Smith. Tackled by Hiku. Oh, he had a grab at him on tackle number 3. 6 more tackles.
First play of the ball. It's Jared. Oh, looks a bit.
Let's go, Jared. Jared.
That seems to be the trend at the moment. If you wait long enough.
Oh, he's not happy.
Jared, leave it. Leave it. The bunker's talking to me.
We've got to put a stop to this thing.
Hey,
They
the
need to come
bunker's
up
talking to me. I'm happy to crack him, bro. You're not going.
I'm happy to crack him.
Jared. Jared, you got the penalty. Just go
Just
back.
let the big boys go.
Jermaine.
Actually, it shouldn't take that long.
Ooh.
It happened really fast. I thought it clipped him and actually went across the chest.
Just watch when these 2 big boys come
Jermaine,
together
on the
next
ball.
time.
That's it, Joey. That's it.
The standard was set early in the week. Players are just sitting down waiting, just teasing the ref.
All right, run away here, guys. Come on.
And this time they outlast to the ref again. We can't put the refs on Saturday.
Oh, big tackle, Gajeski on Tupanua.
Help! Release! 6 again, got to release.
Down the right-hand edge now, Manu runs himself. Tackled by Drinkwater. 6 metres out. Oh, ball's gone between Tupanua's legs. It went back. Lorraine still tumbling here. These are very oppressive conditions. It's warm, it's wet, the ground is sodden, and the Roosters are trying to register their first points as we near the half-hour mark. Kiri, ball fed to Manu, and Holmes goes for a piggyback ride for 5 metres. Granville part of the tackle as well. Quick play the ball, here's a chance. The Roosters, they had numbers there. Radley dragged down. Ball over the top, tapped on by Crichton. Smith picks it up. Oh, that's not the end to the set they wanted.
And look at the reaction of the Cowboys. They're growing in confidence from their hustle and defence. See the Roosters frustrated. Hard to move this ball laterally in this weather.
Granville. Picks up 5 metres. Through the hands now, Cotter to Nor Brown. Townsend. An aerial kick to Tedesco. He's nearly slipped through them here. And now Corey Allen. Jackson Polo. Most tries in the season for the Roosters so far this year. He's got 6 of them. Here's Tedesco again. Oh, he ran into Dearden, who was coming over. I think it's just started to rain heavier. Looked like it was a passing storm on the radar, but it's certainly more than that. As Keary joins in, what about that for a tackle? And that was glorious. And the ball goes to Smith. And, oh, he delivered a pass around the corner. Keary saying he was tackled without the ball, and the referee agrees.
Ruben Cotter nearly got that right. He's coming across in cover defence. And Keary gets rid of the ball. Billy Smith finds Luke Keary back up the middle. Ooh.
Okay, Joe, well, here for a tackle on Luke Keary before he had the ball. Cowboys are challenging that decision.
It's a tough one because if you've got a finger on him before he gets the ball, it's a penalty. And he was very close to him. Billy Smith, long levers.
Just looking to determine if the tackle is made prior to Luke Keary touching the ball.
Tough one.
I think they'll be successful, this challenge, the Cowboys. I think it's in Keary's left hand. Before Ruben Cotter gets a hand on him. There it is there. Yep.
Luke Keary touches the ball and is able to be tackled at this point. The challenge from the Cowboys is successful.
Well, that's a real heads-up play by Ruben Cotter. You can tell he was very mindful where the ball was.
Yeah, but then Jack dived on the ball.
He pretty much was all over him the moment he touched the ball.
Well, what you don't see is the effort off the ball by Ruben Cotter to get to the threat. Now, he's topped the tackle count, 21 tackles.
Okay, stay here. Okay, time on. That's 0.
He works that hard. That was a huge play. Mark that down. That play down.
Oh, confidence building. There's a ball flicked out the back, even in these wet conditions. And now Tanor Brown pitches some extra yardage. Oh, that's not a great play.
That offload was Peter Hiku. He's still down on the ground holding his shoulder.
Trying to play it too quick.
Jonathan Thurston, while we have a look at Peter Hiku here, there's a great deal more commitment and energy in the Cowboys' defence today.
Yeah, well, they were very poor last week against the Sharkies, and they've certainly turned up with the right attitude. They had a long turnaround from last week, so no doubt they did a lot of work on their defence, and as you said, they're a lot more committed in that area, so they're doing really well, the Cowboys.
Freddie, what do you make of Joseph Manu at 5'8"?
I've just been watching him off the ball. There's some things that he does well in defence. He gets his numbers right. He understands the responsibility of directing people on either side of the ruck. He doesn't get back early on their set of 6. That means he should be going back and telling his wingers and centres to be getting back out and holding some shape, which really affects your set of 6 and the amount of defenders in on tackles.
Well, he's had 6 touches the ball today. He's ran 3 times, passed twice, and kicked once. You can see he's a running 5'8".
Smith.
I think he loses a bit too late in the set of 6. I think he thinks run a lot instead of maybe helping the half out, looking for restarts.
Let him up now, Jack. Next to me and wait.
Super
Hey, where you are, guys?
Well played to Brandon Smith. There's another notch on the Manu possession sheet. Oh, the ball's being knocked free.
That's a loose carry. That's a loose carry.
Look at the reaction of the Cowboys.
It's a loose carry. Quickly. You do?
You see the error. 2-3 players in there. They're going to challenge this.
All right, Joe, we have a captain's challenge here from the Roosters, disputing the decision of a knock-on. I believe they're just making a tackle.
Well, Granville's in there making a tackle with his hands around the ball, which you've got to think the ball's part of the body, really. Granville's got hold of the ball. You see
Jake Granville is tackling the ball at this stage only.
You cannot see a raking motion.
Can you tackle the ball? Well, the whole goal is to stop the ball from
Jake
going
Granville
over
is
the line.
securing the ball, which he's entitled to do. The ball is then lost by Joey Manu. The challenge is unsuccessful.
It's going to be a scrum. Yeah, but they're entitled to tackle the ball to lock it up. In this instance here, I don't believe there was any intent, and that's what's been shown.
Well, most people expecting the Roosters to continue on their great form of the last fortnight, Andrew, but it's a very different complexion out there.
Well, it's a totally different game. The rain has brought the teams back together. I've got to say, the Cowboys are playing the conditions a lot better than the Roosters. Key for the Roosters, they can't get frustrated. They've got to back their defence to get back in this game.
Oh, Holmes! Driven into the ground. It was special.
Great technique there. Gets down low, really drives Tupanua. That's an old school Trevor Gilmeister tackle.
Granville for Jermaine Tenor-Brown. Oh, he's carrying the defenders with him. They don't drag him to ground. I reckon he's made 10 post-contact metres there. Townsend. Belt trying to challenge, and Corey Allen had to make up ground there. The ball's been knocked backwards, and the Roosters have got it.
There wasn't much joy in Corey Allen coming in and taking that ball.
Oh, look at this big shot again. They're off their line quickly here, the Cowboys. Good run by Crichton. Smith for Tedesco. And back for Billy Smith. Confident return to the NRL for him so far this afternoon. Keary, another tester for Drinkwater. Oh, Teddy was bundled out of the way there.
You had a look.
And that was Chad Townsend.
Come across the path of the ball.
Watch the special effort of Tedesco to get down there. A lot of fatigue into the game. Watch the effort. Gets his head down, sprints 10, 20, 30 metres. And then it's a soft penalty in the end, but it was the extra effort to get there. They're on the attack, the Chooks.
He's had 11 runs, Teddy. That's the most out of anyone in the game as well.
5 metres out. The Roosters' best chance. Tupanua. Tackled by Granville and Robson. 4 metres out, in line with the right-hand post. Brandon Smith plays left. There's some room for Radley. He can't sneak through. Great tackle. Heelan Lukey. A try-saving effort. Tupanua's lost the ball. And again, the Cowboys come together. They're pumped up.
It's a pressure ball in these conditions. Whenever you got a quick tap, they're on the attack, the Cowboys. And in these conditions, you've got to pass a little bit earlier. Hard to thread the needle. There's a wet, slippery ball.
Joey moves! Mark straight.
Connor's been busy as well. With and without the Granville. Lined up and whacked by Nat Butcher. Tenor-Brown. Great energy off the bench. 4th tackle, they've come a long way here. Again, Tupanua. With a driving shot on Robson that time. Townsend kicks towards Felt's side of the ground. He flies, he taps it back. It's kicked ahead by Hiku. Oh, it's lovely plus. Great touch by Peter Hiku, and there'll be a goal line dropout coming with 4 minutes left in the half.
Well, what a great set of 6. Start down on their own try line. It was a quick restart. It's got the momentum turned right in their direction, and it finishes with a beautiful little delicate grubbering goal.
What's that time,
They get
James?
the 5th tackle here. They haven't scored, the Cowboys. I'd be very tempted to take the field goal. 7 points. Makes the Roosters have to score twice.
Granville brings Dearden around the back of some Roosters. Good tackle. So he's trying to rip it away from Holmes. Oh, Val trying to pop the pass out the back and it went forward.
Look,
He should have taken his medicine there, Val.
What about
It's gone forward.
here?
It's gone forward.
He surges into this
Where do you want
contact,
it?
Suoli'i. And and the noise.
You could tell when he spun out, he realised Suaalii got the better of him and thought, oh, we'll see if I can turn this back in my direction, and it failed.
He surged into that contact there, Suaalii. You watch, he sees the target right on the sternum, watch him surge. Bang. Really aggressive.
Contact sounds so much more violent in the whip, doesn't it?
There's no footwork. Line them up. The wet jerseys.
Oh, there's Maria Hargreaves lurking out on the left-hand side of the ground. Good meters. Third play now, Radley running one out. Bramble and Tenor Brown in defence. Smith, Keary with a dummy run. He's been good off the bench, Tenor Brown. They let Brandon Smith run before he kicks. In the middle.
That was terrible.
Here comes Felt. Here comes Holmes.
Poor end of the set there. He was in two minds, Brandon Smith. Want to be careful here, the Roosters.
Just heard someone yell field goal. I wonder if it was a Cowboy marshalling his troops on the Roosters, being wary of a potential Townsend one-point attempt here. Here is Townsend, and here's Dearden. Drinkwater around the back, and Taulagi comes back on the inside. Minute to go in the half. Ruben Cotter. Now Holmes is in the middle of the ground here. I think he's setting for a one-pointer. It's Townsend. Townsend for the drop goal.
Very good.
And it's just out to the right.
Just make sure. 20-minute restart.
This is not the style of game we were expecting, but it's absorbing football nonetheless. There's nothing exuberant about it. It's just an old-fashioned wet weather slugfest.
It's a big half time for Trent Robinson.
Manu, a chip out wide for Polor, taken by Taulagi. Given to Drinkwater, and that will end the half.
Hey, just watch that late contact on, guys, all right?
So tough, energetic, determined stuff by North Queensland, and the Roosters not at their best in the conditions. Only 6 points the difference at half time. Townsend throws the boot out at one to start the second half. Here's Jermaine Tenor Brown. Cowboys despised outsiders in the view of many. But you sense there's a bit of belief about their work. They've looked more and more confident as this game's gone on, and perhaps the conditions are suiting them. They're able to simplify their game, run hard, tackle hard. He's got through a ton of work, Ruben Cotter. Jermaine Tenor Brown. 18 out from the halfway. Maria Hargreaves, the defender. Robson fires it back at Townsend with a kick from deep in his own half. Taken on the fly by Tedesco. He's the one to crack this game open. His footwork and power. He's threatened to do so a couple of times already in the game. It's Gallen now. Only one try for Teddy in the season. That was on Anzac Day.
We've already spoke about the surface. In that middle field, you can see how chopped up it is. Down the corridors there, that should be looking to play. Get it wide, just crisscross down that corridor.
Dangerous in that 10-metre corridor, though. Still over the side.
Dummy and run. Manu tries to pick a hole through the Cowboys' defence. And Lukey, along with Granville, they bring him to ground. Well, they hold him anyway. Keary, Tedesco, Teddy from close range. Oh, that was almost impossible for Smith to catch, and Colefeld's pulled through the tackles. Ria Hargreaves is back there. He missed him. Oh, Keary was there. He tried to find Drinkwater in support, and Billy Smith dived on a loose ball.
It's a costly error, though. It was an enterprising play. He's given possession up on the halfway. The Roosters now tackle 30 metres out.
Played by Radley. Smith sends it left through Manu. It finds Crichton. And an arm wrestle with 3 Cowboys defenders. Townsend and Cotter, the main tacklers. They're on the 20 again. Manu with a kick. Tupanua chasing. Oh, that was good by Drinkwater. How fast was he back to the ball there? And he's beaten 1, and he's beaten 2.
A good option there from Joseph Manu, but only one player knew the kick was on. That was Tupanua. Communication has to be passed on to the outside backs for the Roosters. I like the option, the early kick.
Hicko. He's changed his jump. That clean. And he threw it in the washing machine.
Don't go off for the muddy jumper today. You don't get your $500.
500.
Just to be the A-grade payment.
It's not bad money back when you were playing A-grade. Tedesco playing it to Keary. The ball over to the right-hand side with Polor. This is good defence by the Cowboys. They're getting numbers in these tackles.
It's only 500 if you won as well.
Anything for a loss?
100 a loss.
Take it back. You took the markers out. Mark straight.
Well, that was as bad as it gets.
Just here, guys. Where do you want it? Shot clock on in the middle. In the middle.
That was as bad as it gets. Catch, yours. Just broke down. That was terrible. So Tui Tupanua normally plays out wide as an edge forward. He's playing in the middle. And that time he went to ball play as a middle forward. There was just no organisation on the outside of him.
Let's go, bind in, bind. Bind, Jack.
I'd like to have that play again, the Roosters. That was really poor.
Break.
So plenty of territory there. Drop down just before the Roosters' 30-metre line. Townsend goes to Granville now. Jermaine Zanor-Brown. Tupanua and Radley, the tacklers. They head to the right-hand side. Townsend's conducted things well. It goes to Lukey. A powerful run from him. Play number 5. Townsend rolls it towards the end goal. Oh, it's bubbling. Is it a try? I don't know if he's got this ball down. I think it's Kajeski. Does he get a hand on it and force this?
Okay,
No,
coming up
no
to tackle
try.
6
No
here.
try.
I have no try.
They didn't do a very job.
Confirm we have
very
a
good job
grounding
cleaning
from
the
Joey
ball up.
Manu. If there's no
So Teddy
grounding,
and-
make sure there's no knock on by the
Teddy and
Cowboys.
that Butcher nearly collided.
Kick chase has
Nat
been
Butcher
cleared.
misses it completely.
The ball is knocked back by Nat Butcher in the field of play.
I think Manu gets his hand to it. Watch Manu's left hand. He gets there first.
Just looking to see if we have a grounding from Jack Gachewski.
Cowboys fans don't agree with you, Joey. They've all gone up.
Well, Manu's hand is underneath. You can see Manu's hand is underneath. And he gets before.
Oh.
Well, he's got up no try. And how can we prove otherwise? Oh.
Well, Manu's hand
The
is...
left hand of Jack Gachewski imparts downward pressure on the ball. Oh. We have a decision. Really?
Well, it looks like he's putting pressure on Joey Manu's
Not simultaneous, or?
left hand.
Well, if Joey Manu's... If his hand is underneath Jajecki, I'd love to have a look at that again. Grubber through. Isuzu D-Max replay. Jeez.
Well, it ended up being a great kick.
Yeah, it was a great kick.
He's got the indecision of
show
Jack
it
Butcher.
here. That's Manu's hand. Look, it's underneath. I think he gets his hand there first.
It's a new game show. Whose hand is this?
Good hair.
Glorious. Joe Dirt.
Gee, 12-0's a big lead, isn't it? The upset brewing here. Val from next to the sticks.
Right, Jackson. Yep.
Well, if the Cowboys were full of belief before at 12-0, they're jumping out of their skin here. They got flogged last week.
Well, you wonder what's going through the Roosters head. You just saw James Tedesco being fairly vocal. They're moving the ball, coming out of trouble. It's smart. Getting the ball to the green stuff.
I know who is a believer, JT sideline.
Yeah, the Cowboys really needed that try. The weather has really cleared up here as well, so as you can see here, it's clear, 19 degrees and 6 mils of rain that we just had. So hopefully we can see a bit more footy, a bit more passing for the boys, and a bit more open footy.
Cold down there, JT. What about you? A throat infection.
Someone get him a throaty. Drinkwater sends it in the air. It's been towed ahead. It's still alive. He's picked it up. Taulagi around the corner. Townsend scores.
But they can't rule on the pass.
It's another Taulagi treat. He does some amazing things on the football field.
He's one of those players, the ball bounces for him. The ball goes up. Isuzu D-Max replay. Drinkwater puts the ball up and it just comes down. It actually hits his foot. He puts his foot out and volleys it. And then Townsend, he goes over.
Well, Murray Taulagi owns Magic Round last year. That miraculous pass, and now a bit of magic here again, JT.
Yeah, the Cowboys, they've been down here twice and they've scored twice. Since Luke Keary's error with the drop ball, the Cowboys come down and get 2 tries. So, well done to the Cowboys.
Oh, wow. He does well to tiptoe down that sideline.
Wow, 16-0 and a kick from just inside touch. The crowd's filled back up again after we had all that rain. They dashed for shelter, but thankfully the rain's passed now. You can see it's another wonderful crowd. And they are witnessing an upset at the moment. The Cowboys lead 18-0.
That's all right. Yeah, stay there, stay there. Stay
Who
there.
saw this coming? Surely no one.
Well, going on form, there's no way you could have tipped the Cowboys.
No Taumalolo, no Jeremiah Nene, no Griffin Neame. Three of their big gun forwards missing, and they're doing it by 3 converted tries. Yes, JT?
Yeah, you boys mightn't have tipped the Cowboys, but I certainly did.
Rock solid.
You also tipped the Dragons, didn't you? Gone.
Correct.
I tipped the Knights. How'd they go against the bye?
Well, they're still in Bali.
Stand here, love. Stay straight, Jermaine.
Oh, Smith, monster.
And sometimes you just need one of these games to turn your season around. We all know the talent, what they did last year, the Cowboys, but their form this year's been up and down. You might just need one of these games. Brendan Smith.
Manu.
We've got Taumalolo coming back in 2 weeks, Matt.
Yep.
That'll make a difference.
Keary kicking long. Oh, Bob thought about a long 30-metre pass. Probably not the option at 18-0. It was an interesting response, actually. Did you ask Todd Payton if he's enjoyed any of the football in Magic Round? He said no. It's all been about hard work this week. Head down, bum up, try and turn things around. Well, they're getting the reward just at the moment. Tenor Brown to the bench. And back goes Jordan McLean and the debutantes, Kulikepi Finifuiaki at 17. He's off the bench and limbering up. He's of Tongan heritage. He's a real tearaway edge-back rower. He's only upgraded, actually, to a top 30 contract in April. Gets an opportunity here with a few of those forwards missing. It's another good kick. Tedesco's got to go back and pick it up on his own goal line.
I wonder how long Tupanua will last in the middle. And that Butcher playing right back row at the moment.
Great tackle.
Keary runs a long way. Smith, ball to Allen. Drink water, wraps him up. Although does he? Yes, drags him to ground. Tedesco away to Manu on the last. This is going to be way too deep. Oh, no!
He's offside.
Well, there's no offside in the in goal, so it's a knock on.
It was a better set. They moved the ball. They got Angus Crichton one-on-one.
No offside in goals.
Broke the play down. And Keary double up down a short side. Made some ground. And then Joseph Manu stands up, puts it high. Got to say, pretty lucky with this one to get away with it. Looked like it was a 7-tackle restart. Is that the break they need, the Roosters?
Stay behind. Stay behind. Let's go. It's time. Let's go.
Short. And they get it back. Sometimes everything goes your way.
It is huge. That play, if you can get it.
Well, they're getting good now, aren't they?
You can almost hear the opposition go, oh no.
Oh, big tackle! That is a super shot, and you guessed it.
Just watch what you do
It's
with your head.
Satili Tupanua.
I thought he was rapping. Let's go. In the middle, guys.
Oh, that's top shelf.
Here we go. Watch the Joe Dirt hairdo.
I think it's more Susie Quattro.
Yeah.
Second hours and looks wide. Just look them in. Okay. Break.
Another chance for the Roosters.
Release now. Hold. Go right. Back 10, Ruben.
There's plenty of time. And the Roosters, they're a team that can get one, they score them quick.
Oh, Maria Hargreaves is lashed out here. There's 6 more tackles. There's Smith scurries. Bradley for JWH.
Gets the bumper bars up high there, Jared.
Luke Keary feeds a pass away to Crichton.
Great tackle, Townsend.
Here's Tupanua. There's some territory on the outside there. He didn't give the pass. It was wrapped up well. Good tackle, Jack Gajeski. How many's that? 4 gone in the second. Ball out to Keary. Dinks to the in goal. He can't get a free run at that, Nat Butcher, and the ball's trickled dead.
Well, that's what happens with the scoreboard sometimes. When you're attacking down on their line, you don't want to give the ball up, so you're reluctant to kick behind. This right side of the Cowboys defence was up very quick. Perfect opportunity to kick.
Step to the side,
kick
play
early.
the ball. No. I've
And they're
stopped it
saving the
before.
kick for the last tackle where it went dead.
You can see the frustration. Jared, want to cool it a little bit.
There's a fine line between trying to inspire your team and stepping over the mark. They haven't always got that balance right, the Roosters outfit, given all the sin bins we've seen. Get into the line, Gajeski now. Swaliti with a tackle, Smith part of it too. 23 metres out, he's been injured. He's been whacked very hard.
Bell Holmes and his winger just stopped on him.
Three-quarter. Tries to roll it through. It's been knocked backwards. The Roosters get the ball back. It's Manu once again.
What the ruling is, I thought it went backwards, but we've got a knock on the ground when he's fallen down. That's the ruling.
Well, the Roosters have lost their challenge.
In that instance, because they thought he had possession. That's not a tackle without the ball.
Australia's greatest sporting rivalry, State of Origin, is back in 2023. Tickets are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to see all of the action live. Head to nrl.com/tickets right now. Origin time right on the horizon. Well, the Cowboys with a chance for 4. Here's Finifuiaki. Aggressive running style as well. Townsend skips across the line. Ball goes to Dearden. Back on the inside. Gajeski has been very busy. He's in a struggle there with Brandon Smith to maintain the ball. Ball on the deck. Play on. Roosters have got it, I think. Oh, it's a Rooster knock on. Now Tedesco's cut. He's not happy with the referee, James Tedesco. He's been barking at Ashley Klein's ear for 5 minutes.
Knock on, that's it all. Let's go. Guys, we can't argue. They both did. Let's go, guys.
Well, the Cheese had his hands all over this.
Just wait, Reece. Wait, Reece. Scott. Let's go. Just wait. Break.
Almost an hour elapsed. The Roosters defending for any chance to stay in this game. Cotter. Barnabate Smith. And Manu part of the tackle too. That's the Roosters' 10-metre line. 2 passes wide to Drinkwater and now Finifuiaki. The Cowboy fans, they're feeling it. Dearden. Robson out of the dummy half. Oh, there's another one! Tupanua! He's belted everyone that's come near him. Townsend plays out to Drinkwater. It's off Keary's hand. There'll be 6 more tackles here. Oh, how much more defence can this Roosters outfit withstand? Tearaway.
He looks likely.
Finifuiaki playing the ball to Robson. Ruben Cotter, a rare mistake from him this afternoon.
Yeah, Ruben Cotter thought he was the decoy.
Scrum in the
He
middle.
expects the ball all the time.
Let's go, guys,
So
Cowboys.
he's disappointed. He's been sensational today.
Yeah.
These conditions are made for someone like, he's the tackle, Tupanua. Once again, gets down low and just, that is Trevor Gilmeister-like, just snaps him in half.
Stories of Origin, the podcast, Series 2. We kicked off the series last Monday with Paddy and Sterlo. Brad Fittler and Billy Slater talk about the famous 2004 series in episode 2, season 2, which is out tomorrow. It's a good episode, that one. Make sure you download it wherever you get your podcasts. Now Lodge back into the game. Time's ticking away on the Roosters now. They've got to find a spark somewhere. They've been so impressive defensively, North Queensland. Haven't really looked like breaking open so far. Lodge with a good run. Oh, there's an offload. He threw it between one of the Cowboy legs there. It's picked up by Collins. 13 out from the Roosters line now. Ball sent through Smith and then Manu. Robson gets across to cut him off with Cohen Hess and Jordan McLean. Keary, a kick to the end goal, not quite there.
Help! Help! Tackle one!
Oh, well done, Petahiku gets on the loose ball and stays in the field of play. Great run again, Cole Felt.
And here's Holmes.
Matt, move! Just here, guys. Back to Matt.
Mitch Dunn.
Yep.
Stay back, Victor! Stay here, Matt.
So all 4 of the Cowboys interchange players have been used now by Todd Payton.
Last tackle. There you go. It's on, not late.
Tedesco. Do something here.
Let him up, Chad. Yeah, just hold there, Colin. Wait, Tom.
Emma, another great crowd. Party day through, they reckon, and they're having a good party here.
They certainly are, but you know what, Tomo? They're still being very well behaved, so I'll give them that. The official crowd today, 34,568, which takes the total for the weekend to over 130,000. It's been simply magnificent. Surely they can't take it away from Suncorp.
Here's Manu, thanks Emma. Can they get a comeback rolling here? Keary. Dragged down well by Robson, inside the 20, scooped up by Radley, back to Tedesco, rolls a kick through, he'll find the end goal with it, Dearden makes a play at it, he beat Lodge, and he scurries to get back, and he can't do it.
Just making a tackle. Go on,
well, they get the restart with 15.5 minutes to go. They're going to need to take some chances soon.
I think Radley's gone to dummy half, Freddie. Brendan Smith's on the bench. So they'll lose that link role that Victor Radley plays as that second halfback in the middle of the field.
Watch the time, Scott. Let's go in the middle before the time.
Another short one. Well taken. Billy Smith.
Stand now, Jordan.
Short drop out at 18-0.
He's nailing those kicks.
Well, Luke Keary's barking orders. You think the players should nearly know where they should burn the field at the moment.
Here's Lodge, driven back. Three-man tackle there, Gajeski in there. Dearden was also helping. Radley, away now through Manu, now to Keary, out to Tedesco, thinks it through him behind them, Crichton chases, it's battered over the back.
Well, the early kick's is about as dangerous as the Roosters are getting. Didn't quite bring the defence up enough. Peter Hicker doing a great job. Just stopped on his run, turned too quick for Crichton.
Stay behind.
So the axe has come off. Satili Tupanua. Another short one. Smith's. It's an easy catch in the first one. Played by Collins, sent through Radley and Keary, takes on the line himself, it's dragged down Finifuyaki, good tackle.
Well, he's back on Brendan Smith.
He lost the ball.
They're just holding it out loose, Luke.
Back slaps and high fives from the Cowboy players.
He's just holding that out loose. Where do you want the scrum?
Might bring Jonathan Thurston. Were you at training during the week? Do you know what the theme of the week has been for the Cowboys?
Yeah, defensively, spent a lot of time making a lot of tackles, making sure that they get the third man in, trying to control that right. The Roosters are renowned for going straight through the middle, kicking down the front door, creating ruck speed. So, yeah, they worked really hard in that area. Just with that dropout from the bench, they were telling us to go long, but that's Scotty drink water for you. He just does what he wants.
Something if the Cowboys could keep the Roosters to nil. Haven't held an opposition scoreless since 2016.
It'll be a long time since the Roosters have been kept to 0-2. Early kick.
It was against the Storm 2 years ago. 46-0 they got beat that night.
Where they at, the Roosters, Freddie? Where they at? As in all season. Have you got their form?
Well, we go back to the game against the Rabbitohs, where that was most surely their best win of the year. When you look back, you most surely say they had a good game plan. Latrell and that weren't involved that much. But I find teams...
Oh, big tackle for the first gamer on Tedesco.
Great defensive read there.
But I find teams control them without too much stress.
Smith with it in and away, and a big palm as well.
He's been their best today, Billy Smith. And really strong.
He's a super athlete, isn't he? Big boy. Manu, he's tried everything. He's pulling out all the tricks now. Backhand pass. Ball goes to Brandon Smith. Cohen Hess drags him into the turf. Manu up for Tedesco. More great defence. That's Tom Dearden.
Is he all right, Tedesco? Everyone in New South Wales holds their breath.
The Roosters haven't enjoyed travelling to Suncorp Stadium this year. They got beaten here in round 1 by the Dolphins, and it's 18-0 against as we approach the final 10 minutes here.
Brandon Smith down. His left hand.
Townsend kicks long. Jackson Polo returns the kick to within 16 of the halfway. Now Suali'i. The Roosters could be heading to their first Magic Round loss. They've won their 3 previous encounters, including a victory over North Queensland a couple of years back. Lodge tackled on the halfway. Ball sent now to Bradley, out the back to Keary. Away to Smith, lovely hands. Allen now dragged down well by Hickey from behind. And Smith goes himself.
No dummy half. Oh, well done, Angus Crichton.
Oh, there was an intercept opportunity. Instead, Cohen Hess leaves a big hole. Try-saving tackle.
Well,
Robson
it's the last
around
tackle.
the
We don't
legs
pay
on
for that.
Manu.
It's a tackle
There
complete.
is commitment.
Handover.
Well, that's a penalty, isn't it?
No, he missed it.
That's what Chad Townsend was appealing for. Gives their space here, but once again, great scramble. Who makes that tackle? Reece Robson.
Well, amazingly, the Roosters held the Warriors to 0 last week, 14-0. They won in Auckland.
That's off the hand of Nat Butcher. So North Queensland faced the prospect, as we mentioned at the top, a loss by 2 points or more would have them last. Instead, it looks like they're going to be within a couple of wins of the 8. It's such a congested table that if you can string a few wins together, you can progress pretty rapidly up the ladder. So this might be the game that gets them going. A game that nobody expected them to win on 4. Done. Dragged down by Nat Butcher. Ball played back to Keenan and Finafuiaki bullocks his way nearly into the backfield.
Wow. Doesn't he look a play?
Dearden chasing through on the kick, and Tedesco well positioned but has nowhere to go.
Oh, appealing for a penalty there. One of the Roosters players getting back on side.
Oh, they've lost the ball. And Swaliki with a mistake, and Cotter with the pickup. It's a high tackle from Manu.
Joseph Suali'i,
Just take it back a little
had
bit.
hardly any ball, has he? A lot of the balls come to the left side. As Joseph Manu comes over the top. Meets him flush.
Just confirm the mark. Okay. They're going for goal. Just confirm the mark.
They will take a shot at penalty goal. Well, this is an inspired turnaround by North Queensland.
Reuben Cotter, what a player. He's just a million miles an hour. Played rep footy last year for Queensland. It was sensational. In game 3, just never stopped.
Got no ball. Just be ready to get on your bike, Drewy. You go a bit deeper. You go deeper in case they go long.
Extraordinary scoreline. 20-0. Incredible. Well, after all that jostling, the ball clears everyone and bounces over the touchline.
Where do you want it?
It's a Roosters ball.
Okay, scrum on the 20.
End up a good result for the captain.
Scrum on the 20.
Yeah, Reuben Cotter played in the World Cup last year. He would have just loved when it started raining.
Okay, time off.
Yeah, he's that sort of player, isn't he?
He would just love mud.
He would just scrap for everything.
Little mud pig.
Time on, let's go. Break.
He means that the nicest possible way, Reuben. Ball goes to Manu.
Did you ever imagine Reuben Cotter not having a dirty jersey? Just wouldn't happen.
Inside the final 5 minutes. Tedesco with a short ball to Butcher.
Great tackle, Dearden.
Oh, big shot. Cohen has, and look at this.
Timing was okay.
Just over 4 minutes to go, and they're as pumped up about that as they were at the start of the game.
When you want it.
And this is frustration from the Roosters. The pass was never on. And the dummy and take the bruise there, Tedesco.
Well, I think it actually hit Reece Robson's hand. That just shows you how bad a decision it was to pass it. Well and truly into the defence line.
Well, looking at the Cowboys, big win here today. Next week, they got the Dragons at home. And then followed by that, they got the Tigers away. Both, I think, looking at it, winnable games for them. Once again, great run.
She's played good once again, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's a winner.
Is this the start of a Cowboy turnaround? Dunn gallops over the halfway. Tackled well by Radley. Ball goes to Alexander, back to Drinkwater. Great kick chase again. 50 tackles for Nat Butcher. Radley clocking up the efforts as well. Reuben Cotter with his 36 tackles. He's played 70 minutes as well. He is such a gutsy competitor. Keary Crichton. He steps inside of Belt. Ball goes to Billy Smith. Hess gets across. Townsend there too. They will want to hold the Roosters scoreless. Keary punches through them. Keary for the line, doesn't have the speed to evade Drinkwater, who rattled him. A good tackle.
He put his body on the line. Drinkwater, great tackle.
Manu pops it up. Tedesco keeps it alive. To knock on. Oh, it's penalty.
Mitch went early.
They had to go the same way. Oh, Lindsay Collins.
It's a 10-metre one, time off. Let's go, Scott. Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Scott. Okay, time line. It's a shoulder. We're playing line.
Doesn't stop him from running the ball. Keary for Crichton, who punches through. They're going to get a consolation. I'm sure the Cowboys are disappointed in that, but notwithstanding this late try, they will win by a very comfortable margin.
Yeah, great pass, and this combination over the years, Keary, Dangus Crichton, is always dangerous. Isuzu Dumax replay. Well done. Catch, pass, ball in front.
Try for Angus Crichton in the shadows of full time, and Joseph Suali'i, who kicked so well last week, has knocked it over.
Yeah, it was a lovely play by Crichton. Watch the way he gets the ball and moves on the pass. Looks like he's going to the inside of Townsend, and then on the pass moves to the outside. Great understanding there between halfback and back row. This will show it perfect. Looks like he's going the inside, gets to the outside, and he goes over Angus Crichton. And what a damaging ball runner he is on the edge of the field. Hasn't had much opportunity today.
Stay behind, guys.
Yeah, equally, he's made the most of his opportunities. Played 67 minutes.
And he's looking fit and strong, the big man.
Come on for Regan Butch early in the game.
Keary with a chip over the top for Corey Allen. He's going to get it back.
Well, that's when you know it's not going to go.
That's an Ipswich Jets play back in the day with the Walker brothers. That was one of their plays. Chip kick off the kickoff.
Oh, could this be a season-defining victory for North Queensland? They stunned the comp last year by finishing in third position and facing the prospect of being 17th. With a loss this afternoon, they have stunned the Roosters. And they have done it in fine fashion. They're trying the last couple of minutes to Angus Crichton, the only blemish on a superb afternoon from Todd Payten's Cowboys. Full time in Sunday footy as part of Magic Round. The Cowboys 20 have beaten the Roosters 6.